Hi guys, Kevin, Property Soldier here. Just thought I'd do a quick live whilst out on my boat. Well, it'll be live on a certain platform and then pre-recorded on others. So, noticed in the news that house prices are falling at their fastest rate since 2009, and it's causing people to stop, not buy property, either to buy houses to live in or also as investment properties. And is that a wise decision? Well, I actually think not, because imagine, let's just talk about buying properties, because that's where people are most worried, because if you're buying a property and it's going down in value, then clearly it's not worth as much next month as it was the month you bought it. But here's the issue with that. It's impossible to game the to plan ahead, to know exactly when it's going to stop going down, and then so therefore you wait until house prices are all coming back up, and then everybody jumps in at once, and then there's no deals, right? And so actually, if other people stop buying properties, and there will always be very, very motivated sellers, people getting relocated, people baby on the way, they want to move and get the perfect house, right catchment area for the school, people downsizing, selling the big family home, and they spot the perfect bungalow, don't want to lose it. But people will always, accept an offer if you can move quickly, right? And so therefore you're getting something significantly below market value anyway, as long as you're, finding the right deals. And, even in the biggest crash, the property prices were only going down on average around 20%, right? So actually, it's highly likely, if you still get a good deal, that it doesn't matter that the market's going down, what goes down comes up, okay? And so you just follow the cycle. So therefore, don't sit on your hands and wait for the average house price to go back up, because then all that's going to happen is literally everybody will come in and everybody's going to be fighting over the same deals, if you like. So where there's, when people are fearful, get greedy. So start looking now when everybody else is pulling out and not even bothering to look, because you'll definitely be able to find deals. And then the other thing to talk about now in terms of property investing is that you don't have to own properties in order to be a property investor. And so let's just talk about that. My main strategy is serviced accommodation. So I've got buy-to-lets, I've got HMOs, I just don't choose to get any more because those involve tenants, and I don't want any more of those. But with serviced accommodation, you have guests, not tenants. Now then, I earn thousands of pounds a month from properties I do not own. And so those strategies are rent to serviced accommodation, where I'm renting somebody else's property and with permission using it as serviced accommodation. And I'm owning their properties, using them as serviced accommodation, and with their permission. So I'm repeating myself here. And then the other strategy that I'm doing is serviced accommodation management, where I'm not renting the properties, I'm just managing the property on behalf of the owner. So if you think about the way a letting agent works, they will take on a property on a management contract. They're not renting the property, they're not subletting it like rent to service accommodation is subletting, legal subletting. It's managing. And so all you need to do with management is, with service accommodation, is literally plug it into the OTAs via your channel manager. OTA standing for online travel agent. Your channel manager is your software that manages everything for you. And got your own website, you can get bookings via your own website as well, and then repeat guests and all of that good stuff. And you just charge with SA Management a percentage of revenue, which is your fee, right? And so therefore, with service accommodation management, we're cash flowing in excess of £1,000 on some of the properties that we don't own, that we didn't have to pay rent for, and didn't have to pay a deposit. The owner of the property with service accommodation management pays to furnish the property, either buying it or leasing it. And so why would we stop investing in property because average house prices are falling. It just would make no sense whatsoever. And actually, there are reasons why landlords want out of buy-to-let and HMO as well. So you could intercept these landlords who are looking to maybe sell their properties because they want out, and actually say to them, look, what you think property investing is having tenants, but actually we can manage them for you as service accommodation, either as rent to SA or as service accommodation management, and you won't have tenants anymore. There's a lot of stuff going on right now that mean that landlords are getting more fearful of having tenants. So that's one angle that you should definitely pursue in terms of continuing to invest in property, even if you don't want to be buying properties, because buying properties to do buy-to-let, the numbers don't really stack at the moment, especially if the market is going down. Yeah, you can get a good deal, but are you then going to cash flow? It's very, very tight with mortgage interest rates right now, okay, isn't it? But again, HMO can be better cash flow, obviously, but there's more tenants to manage. Okay, so I've been a landlord for 32 years, so I don't want any more tenants. It's as simple as that. And this renters reform bill, a lot of people are saying, oh, there's nothing to worry about with it. Really, I've had a lot of tenants in the past that I've been very grateful that I've just had a Section 21 where I can just issue a no-fault eviction and don't have to be taking them to court or accusing them or anything like that. So that's just one thing of this renters reform bill that's a bit of an issue in my opinion. So yes, there are certain ways that you can scale a service accommodation business without buying them, especially when you create a win-win situation with landlords, right? And then let's talk about other ways of investing in property. That doesn't matter if the market is going down or even up. You could be doing deal packaging, couldn't you? You could be packaging on deals. So it doesn't matter. That could be buy-to-lets, that could be HMOs. Let's talk about service accommodation when it comes to deal packaging. People want service accommodation properties, right? Okay, there's probably people watching now that sat here thinking right now, oh, I wish I had a service accommodation property. But when you learn how to do your due diligence on a service accommodation property and you learn how to make your offers and things like that, well, then you can actually package on service accommodation properties. You can package on, what is deal packaging? It's making an offer, getting yes to your offer, and selling on the right to somebody else to buy that property at the agreed price. So you might charge a 3, 4, 5 grand packaging fee on a property to be used as serviced accommodation. That could be a rent to service accommodation property, couldn't it? With a rent to service accommodation property, that could easily be cash flowing £1,000 per calendar month, and literally with a packaging fee and paying rent deposit, get some furniture, that's a tiny investment compared to what people would normally pay if they're paying a packaging fee to then buy a property to use as buy-to-let with a much smaller return, a huge, in orders of magnitude smaller return compared to a rent to SA property. So again, that is a way that you can be investing in property without the need to be buying property. Now, some people come to me and they say, excuse me, I don't want to be doing deal packaging essays, Kev, because I don't want the competition in my patch. Well, I mentioned service accommodation management just now, didn't I? You could be charging a packaging fee for the investor to come in and just be a passive investor, where they pay, it could be on a rent to SA, they pay the rent deposit, pay for the furniture, but you manage the property on their behalf because they're too busy or don't want to do service accommodation or haven't learned how to do serviced accommodation. So again, that is another angle right there that most people watching the news, getting all fearful about property investing, just wouldn't ever consider. And also, because you know how to do your due diligence on a service accommodation property, then what is stopping you packaging on service accommodation deals in other people's towns? Okay, and you could even have the end-to-end management piece tied up as well, in terms of cooperating with a local SA management company who would manage the property on behalf of the investor, and then you as the packager can walk away safe in the knowledge that the property is going to be managed by somebody else, and you haven't got the worry that it's the investor that doesn't know how to do service accommodation and could potentially slag off the deal and slag you off as a property investor when it's them that doesn't work, right? So again, that is just another angle where you could be packaging on service accommodation and properties either into your own portfolio or serving into your own SA management business or into somebody else's, but taking a packaging fee to do so. So hopefully that just reassures some of you that it's not time to stop investing in property. There are certain strategies where it doesn't matter whether the market is going down or up, etc. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments, and I will endeavour to answer those questions later on. This video will probably be put on different platforms as well later on. So whatever platform you're watching this on, let me know what you think, and I will catch up with you later on. Again, I genuinely want to know what you think, guys, so type away in the comments if you know any other way of investing in property, right now, and share those here, and we'll have a conversation, have a debate about it, because I think it's really useful for us all to club together in times of adversity, us property investors. So take care, everybody. Hopefully that was useful, and I will see you soon. And remember, here's to your success in serviced accommodation. Take care.